Where the frick is my nunchuck?
Lights, camera, action!
Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to Pikmin for the Nintendo Wii via the new Play Control games. I almost said Nintendo Select, so I think it did eventually reach that or some crap, I don't remember. But either way though, this is the new Play Control version of Pikmin. It was originally released for GameCube as, I believe, either a launch title or it was like shortly after. I think it was like shortly after. Don't start playing the thingy. Anyway, so this is a game I've been wanting to do for my channel for a good while now, and I pray I could do its justice to some degree. I love Pikmin 1 and 2 and 3. I've never beaten any of them. I've played a little bit of each at the beginning for like a couple levels, and then I never end up beating any of the games. So here I am trying to do that take with Pikmin. Pikmin 3 Deluxe just got announced very recently, and I thought it'd be fun to tackle at least the original Pikmin before that comes out. So that way I can at least say I've beaten some kind of Pikmin game. High score and sound. I don't think we need to worry about sound. Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We're good with options. It's fairly simple. Let's go ahead and start. It's just going to throw you right into it. But yeah, Pikmin is one of those games that I've always been fascinated about. I absolutely love the music, the visuals, all that kind of such. But for some reason, I never have the strength to beat the game. There's always a point where I get stuck and I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. I'm not very good. And I'm probably going to have that here at some point as well. I am not going to be planning out my Pikmin days a particular way for say. I'm just kind of jumping into it. So if there are any points in time where I fail or a day gets fricked or whatever the heck is happening, I guess I'll just have to try again or some crap. You know what I mean? So this is my best take from what knowledge I've had of Pikmin, playing it years ago, but like it's been a while. I know the basics of premise, so I should do okay for at least the first couple of episodes. I would say once we get to like a day 6 or 7 or 8 or somewhere around there, that's when it's going to get like, uh-oh for me. But I'm going to do my best. You know, this was a point in time where I wasn't commentating and I'd play the game and I still sucked, so commentary always makes me suckier at games because I'm focusing on two things. We're at the impact site, and I hope we haven't broken any legs or arms or any other parts of our body. Poor Captain Olimar here, he just seems a little dizzy. He's okay. He'll be alright. Even his little light on top isn't broken. Just a little bit of a concussion is all. Knocked him out for a sec. Whoa, his ship got majorly wrecked. Not very good. My name is Captain Olimar. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved Dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. Also, if I'm not wrong, I believe the name of the ship being called Dolphin was a nod towards the GameCube because it was called Project Dolphin. I could be very wrong about that, but that's my guess. I think I've heard that somewhere before, though. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate that the planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support systems can function for only 30 days. If I can't repair the Dolphin by then, no, better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. Just to let everyone know, this is not going to be any form of a 100% playthrough, so if you see any point in time where, like, I'm missing parts or whatever the heck, like, I'm just getting enough parts to where I can beat the game. If it just so happens I get all the parts, then great. Alright, hey guys, Future Zonic here, and this is after the Pikmin recording session is done. You're probably going to hear me say this throughout a couple of the episodes, but I ended up getting very addicted to this game as I play. Big spoiler warning, I did, I think, like 19 days worth of Pikmin, and I'm on day 20 or something like that. I've got like over 18 episodes recorded, or about 18, so expect, if there are any tips given to me, they probably won't be received by the end of this project being done. I only say this because, like I said, I recorded so much already. So by the time I actually go to record the next few episodes, I'll probably finish up the game. However, you guys can still list tips and just let me know things that maybe I didn't know before. That'd be kind of neat. But yeah, I am like very far into the game, and I've got like a crap ton of parts. I'm kind of in a bind position, but I'm not going to spoil exactly what part that is because there's a couple episodes where that happens, but I'm at a part where I might be able to redeem myself, but I'm still kind of in a pinch. So yeah, very interesting series. Have fun watching the rest. But for now, I'm gonna take what I can, parts-wise, and just try to beat the game. I forget how many you need in total. I think it's like, there's like 30 parts in total, and I think there's like, I don't know how many you need, like 18, 17, 19, 20 something parts you only need, or 20 something parts, somewhere around that ballpark. Anywhere between 17, I think, to like 25. Something like that. Once again, not the most knowledgeable fella. If anyone in the comments wants to even help me out on this one, I fully give my permission, because I am just going to butcher this game about halfway in. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet that was called an onion. I shall call this an onion too. Neat. You know, the way I say that, it's like, it makes me sound like I'm saying the onion too. Can't wait for banana too. Hang on. Okay, I think you're supposed to hold the A button when you do that. Yeah, the best part about the Wii version is that you could use the pointer and whatnot to point wherever you want, as opposed to the GameCube where you have to point a stick. So, to me, it's an advantage. I like the Wii version more. Plus, I think it's a widescreen game, where, like, GameCube wasn't. See, the seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil, and has now produced an adorable little sprout. This sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled, I must approach it and press A. Alright, well, I was trying to do that, but the game wouldn't let me. They just let me see a cutscene. It's the adorable little red Pikmin. I love Pikmin designs. They're so adorable. Extraordinary. When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me. Its shape is similar to the Pick brand carrots I love so much. I believe I shall call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet fighting to survive, and yet I'm intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it with A and then throw it in the direction I point, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to C and pressing down on the D-pad while pointing as well. So, okay, I guess we've got more stuff here. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. Rotate with Z behind Olimar, D-pad up, left or right, left and right to zoom, up to change perspective. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. So yeah, I was gonna say something, but oh yeah, so his first instinct is I shall grab it and throw it. Like, oh my god. Well, why is your first thing grabbing and throwing the creature, Olimar? Like, why is that your first go-to thought? What's that about? Also, the red Pikmin kind of turned almost like a very light red, indicating that it's being used, I guess. I don't remember that being a thing. I just remember, like, they would surround an item, and it would show, like, 1 out of 1 or 20 out of 20, and they would just go. But anyways, astonishing. The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be a sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Sounds good. So yeah, those Pikmin are being grown. Let's go ahead and throw the other red Pikmin. He's going to get this other one down, and then here we go. I'm going to pull out even more red Pikmin. So now we've got 3 of these frickers. And basically, in short, you really want to have a bunch of these Pikmin. We are going to lose Pikmin over time. There is going to be loss. There's going to be death. As fun and colorful as this game can kind of be at times, it can get pretty serious, to be honest. So, let me go ahead and wait this out. Bada boom. I was going to show the banking system here for when we put them all in the ship, but I think we'll be okay for now. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Let me go ahead and get my Wii remote settings. I don't think I have my thing very loud, but here we go. If you point this, you'll hear the sound. You won't hear it in the game, you hear it in the Wii remote, which I think is really cool. I'm going to go ahead and keep that on, just because I feel like that adds to the feel of the game. If it annoys anyone in the comments, just let me know. I'll turn it off. At least for the first couple episodes, we'll have it. But for now, that is what we're going to be doing. So I've got 5 Pikmin. You want to make sure when you go around corners, like, watch this. If I go around this corner and I decide to go this way, look how my Pikmin are stuck. You don't want that happening. That's going to happen a lot. But unfortunately, that is a thing. So we're going to live with that. I don't believe I can go on up there. At least not to yet. Maybe over here? No, we can't go up there. Sorry, I thought that was a possible bridge of some kind you can kind of jump up on. Oh, yeah, here we go. So let's go ahead and tilt the camera, I think. Yeah, here we go. Not too bad. Not too bad of a control. Bada boom. Let's go ahead and zoom out if we can. Can I zoom out? Oh, I guess I can't. Is that not enough Pikmin? Luckily, oh, you need 10. Okay, luckily for us, day 1 doesn't have a time limit, so we're okay. This one's going to have 5. So I'm going to throw each and every one of them on there, so that way they can get the 5 to the ship. We'll grab the 1 here as well, here in a sec. But first, 5 comes first. And you only need 5 out of 5, but you can put 10 on here. I believe you can do double of each number that you have. So if you have 20, you can have 40, so on and so on. And that won't add more number of Pikmin out of it. It'll more or less just, like, it'll speed them along. It'll increase the... It'll, like, expedite how fast you can get these things. So, in some cases, if you want to risk it and throw out more Pikmin just to get it there faster, because, you know, each day there's a time budget, go ahead and do so. But yeah, I don't know. I think day 1, I think each day I'm going to have it be its own episode. So we're going to have, like, day 1, day 2, day 3, so on and so on. I don't know if I'll combine days. I feel kind of bad because I feel like this episode's going to be very short. Most episodes are going to be short if I do it that way. Whoa, hang on. Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see now. I see now. I was messing up the camera quite a bit. Alright, so that's how we deal with the camera. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and toss one of these little guys up here. Don't let the first episode be like the, oh, well, I'm done with this series kind of feel, because, like, you'll have to wait until, like, episode 2, 3, 4. That's when it gets really interesting. Episode 1's going to be very, like, tutorial, basics, that kind of thing. I may even just go ahead and do day 1 and 2, just for the sake of a more interesting episode 1. And then after that, we'll just be doing, like, day 3, 4, 5, so on and so on. I think that's how I want to do it. Just because I feel like that'll be more interesting for you guys. This first level's not going to be like, whoa, it's going to be like, oh, okay. That's a thing, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just throw these guys on here to get that started. Ah, nah. Gotta ask them all to come back. Actually, I think if I can, like, sick them all on one thing. Hang on here. No, that's like a super toss. Okay. I know there's a way to... Hang on. I don't know if this was a later Pikmin thing, but there's a way to, like, stick them all into one thing. There we go. There we go. If I press the C button, which I rarely ever use on a Wii game at all, like, most Wii games don't really use it for some reason. But yeah, if you use that, it'll get them all in, like, one thing. It'll get them going rather than having to throw them all at once. Here's one of my favorite sounds. I don't know if it came out of the Wii remote. It may not have. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in on my heart. If I can make use of their skills, perhaps I can fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and press A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin. Release to throw with B. Call them with C. Or press B to call them. C to dismiss. Press down on the D-pad and point the command to control the group. Use Z and up and left and right on the D-pad to control perspective. I shall record this on my computer and access it with the plus button. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and grab these other 2 sprouts of Pikmin. There we go. Now we've got a total of 12 Pikmin, which is great. Let's go ahead and get that. So, yeah, let me go ahead and show the pointer. So if I point them off in a particular direction... Oh, okay, this is going to be a thing. We just activated a cutscene. Woohoo! It's one of our ship parts. Luckily, it's very close by. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece of my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me, but how will I get it back to the Dolphin? Easy, we'll stick these Pikmin on there. But yeah, like I said, I don't think doing it this way... Oh, wait, can you? Oh, okay, you can just kind of point it and then just swoosh it around and they'll get going on it. However, we do not have enough Pikmin. So that's only about 12. Yeah, okay, so that's only about 12. Let's go ahead and... Whoa, that's a big top-down view, which I kind of like. See how they're all falling off and then they don't go in a proper line? You'll want to use the pointer to get them up on things, except, of course, they're... Oh my god, I'm doing this so badly. Okay, here we go. The view is very awkward. I'm not going to do it this way. Zoom back in. So I'm going to go ahead and throw 2 on here to get that going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll just stick all of them on. Oh, wait. I'm going to need a few of you. That should be good. And then 2 of those. Yeah, so they're going to get gone. I just want to make sure I've got enough for anything around here. I'll go ahead and zoom out. Anything else that I need to collect? No, we're good. Okay. The rest can be on the 5, and that'll speed it up. So look, we got 7 over 5, which means right now they're going just a little bit faster than they should be. You, my friend, have been struggling with the 21. You cannot do that by yourself, my good sir. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but you gotta help out our other comrades here. 5 out of or I say 5 out of 8, but it's not really 5 out of 8. It's like 8 over 5. That's a lot. So let's go ahead, grab these little guys, get them back in. When many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me that it was no good I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try and get it all done once by repeatedly tapping A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright color. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of stick them all on this one. You're going to see it go really fast. There we go. Yeah, I think you can only have 10 on that one. So now it's going at its maximum speed. Go ahead and grab these as well. There we go. Now we've got like a boatload of Pikmin. We got all sorts of Pikmin. We got 16 on hand, but there's 5 more sprouting. So let's wait for them to sprout real quick, and then we'll be able to get that ship part in. So wait, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that little guy. Sorry about that. Alright, there we go. We'll call you back in. Thank you. And then I think we're practically done with this little area over here. Let's go ahead and zoom out a bit. There we go. And then before we start picking up the ship part, I want to see something real quick. So that's not what I want to do. I keep doing the... I'll get used to it eventually. It only takes me maybe like an episode or 2 to get accustomed to things here. Pikmin is mostly like the back. I know it like the back of my hand. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Whoa, I say that and I freak out the camera. Okay, so if I do this, do they all start beating it up? Oh, okay. I don't think they're the type to be able to beat it up. So let's go ahead and just kind of take them back. I'm sorry, guys. I'm working you to death already. Let's go ahead and get them in a nice, lovely line here to grab all this. Oh, yeah. We're getting this back to the ship. You know, it says I have 21 Pikmin on there. Okay, yeah, we're good. I thought it was just saying 20. I'm like, oh, nope, I'm missing one. I'm missing a child. Call customer service. Bound to happen one of these days, right? But yeah, Pikmin. Pikmin's a really fun game. Make sure you stay tuned for the other episodes that are coming up. I only say that early because I'm sure... The thing is, with my YouTube channel, I'm very known for like a couple things here and there, but like when I try anything different or new, it just kind of falls flat half the time, so I'm asking, give it at least a couple episodes of a chance, and if it's not your shtick, then that's fine. But, yeah, this is more or less like me trying something a little different. Pikmin's a really fun series. It's Nintendo, so it's not too unfamiliar company-wise and all that. Here comes the Pikmin with the engine. Yeah, day one's very simple. Actually, I may only make day one its own episode because this is actually taking a fairly decent amount of time. There we have it. Doot, doot, doot. Yay! We got the engine back, which means Olimar can at least fly this thing. I forgot what purpose that serves, but it does something, right? He flies into space for a reason, I just forget why. He lives basically in a ship that you can see inside. Oh, glorious. With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. Oh, yeah. So, I guess here, you're going to see it automatically happen, but I'll show it later when I can do it myself. But yeah, the Pikmin are going back into their home. Olimar will do like the whistle thing to make sure you gather any other Pikmin around. If your Pikmin are very far away, they basically will just get eaten by the creatures nearby once we have creatures, well, nearby. So, eventually that'll be shown off, and it's going to be sad. This game does have its sad moments, and I think each one does in general when it comes to Pikmin, because seeing a Pikmin die is always so sad. You know, remember that time in Brawl, Captain Falcon just destroyed Pikmin? So sad. Let's see, one day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the Dolphin, but I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface, or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The Dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family or planet Hakotate. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my Dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below, as it holds the keys to my survival. I'll name it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow, which has my favorite song in the game. You want to stay tuned for that, because I'm a big sucker for the Forest of Hope. I think it's literally my favorite Pikmin song no matter what. There's great Pikmin music, but by golly, if the first legitimate level of this game isn't my favorite in the whole series, I don't know what is. But yeah, Pikmin population. We went from 0 to 21, parts remaining 29. You'll see the graph fluctuate eventually when we have more Pikmin and they die and they live, all that kind of such. It'll be fun times. Let's go ahead and save the game. Get some progress under our belt. Save complete. And that is going to be it for the impact site. I believe the impact site shows 1 star, which means there's a 2nd star there. I believe we'll be returning back to that once we can do more. But for the time being, I believe we are going to be heading on into the Forest of Hope in the next episode, guys. So thank you all very much for watching the first episode of Pikmin. I know it was more of a tutorial kind of video or episode, but trust me, it gets way more interesting once we get to the Forest of Hope. That's where it all goes down. It's a fun time. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you guys like Pikmin or you like this video, whatever the heck, leave them likes and comments. Show that support, man. Help me grow my channel, and I can do more Pikmin games someday. I'd love to tackle Pikmin 2 and 3 as well. Pikmin 3 Deluxe, like I said, is on the horizon, so that'd be great. Other than that, though, all my social media stuff is in the description. Check that out, and I shall see you wonderful people next time. Take care. Before we end off this video, I'd like to take a second to thank those who support me via Patreon. Superstar shoutout to Game & Clyde, Johnny Hedgewolf, Arsendeval99, and Kid X. If anybody else wants to support me, a link will be in the description alongside all my other social media links. Thanks for watching, guys.